But I feel like I've seen Sgrape's site before. I don't know where.
He does have 27 games on Mordax, his most played legend in recent times. So that does make sense. That does make sense, all things considered. And Scythe in hand right away, getting into that offstage engagement, completely contradicting what you said, not taking into account that Teros. Oh my goodness, what is that N-Sig? Goes for the Decider, not gonna get it. Mounir gets a nice little chase, but let's grab back, and he has no options. He has his dodge. Oh my god, he gives him the downer. How can he make it back from that Sgrape? That is such a misplay. Unfortunately, that Scythe not being as optimal as Sgrape hope, missing out on a hit. That's a D6 to confirm it. Such an explosive start from Sgrape. That's what? 40 seconds, 35 second stock.
Mirage has such a good kit. It's such a good kit for him. And also, speaking of the picks a little bit more, when we talk about high attack characters, you think of Cross, you think of Taro, sometimes even think of a movie a little bit. Mirage sometimes flies a little bit under the radar right now, and Sgrape reminding us why Mirage is such a huge threat and why so many people actually found some very beautiful success with the character. I think sometimes last year someone picked Mirage and it would go pretty well for them. So right now Mounir is having a tough time playing into both the site and
he gets another one!
As it's another D6 for Sgrape, a minute and a half in. How is Mounir going to respond to this?
Honestly,
this is the go
next. Yeah, I was about to say. No, Scythe Cider. Oh, and the Kobe from downtown. Axe Cider takes it out, and you're still in this, still looking for a chance to fight back, chance to pull the advantage back into his favor. Nice Thumb Cider, that's gonna be the start of it, but he's taking hit after hit, never getting anything for free, always traded, always getting something back for Sgrape. N-Sig not gonna connect punished, but that's so much damage! Mounir cannot catch a break, another sidelight, just getting outspaced, outmaneuvered, and outplayed completely here, off the side of the stage. Sgrape in the edge guard, the D-Light might be it, not quite, looking for the offstage, and that's it, Cider completes it. Game 1 goes the way of Sgrape in dominant fashion, Jesus Christ.
Absolutely. We might actually have to see Mounir swap onto a greatsword to try and find a good counter to this Mirage, but no, it turns out it's actually going to be a Tezga, and Mounir locked in pretty quickly. It wasn't wow, that graph is actually really insane. I probably should have given myself more time to look at that. But yeah, no, Mounir is not like, I'm stunned. You know, that was a very hard blowout. No, this literally is just a go next. I know what I did wrong. It's time to stop playing games. It's time to actually start, press some buttons with the goal of winning in mind. And I think this is so far, I mean, I know it's really early to tell, but a much better start from Mounir. Already answering back, losing fewer of these interactions than last time. And Sgrape's still getting a say in the matter, but hey, let's start from Mounir.
Yes, indeed! How did... I'm sorry, I was trying to pay attention to what you said and I completely missed how Sgrape SD'd there. What did he even do? Nope. Anyway, picks up the spear, getting back into it. Mounir has such a dominant control of the stage here with these battle boots. He is just completely shoving Sgrape off stage, not letting him get any space on the stage. Sgrape finally gets that sidelight, D-Light, goes into recovery, gets the KO, but decent damage on him already, and Mounir looking a lot better here, a lot more comfortable on the Tezga maybe than he was on the hammer against the Scythe.
Scythe, the main damage dealer, and Spear, the main KO tool. We gotta find better names for them, but right now we're a little busy trying to watch to see if Mounir can bring the set to a 1-1 because it's looking much like it. That's Scythe ground pound. You don't often to see ground pound run about the stage, so that's a little fun to see. Mounir having a hard time recovering, maybe not so much. Dips onto the Sig. Weapon throw doesn't connect, but still forces Sig to recover low, so a Gauntlet's ground pound can seal the deal, and now we have Mounir back on boots. Listen, Mounir has played a decent bit of Tezga lately, but this is actually, I think, some of the best we've ever seen.
Look at him! Look at him! What is that?
Like the case, I think we're seeing Mounir boots for BCX when all roads lead to Atlanta in a week or two. Mounir answering back in quite a spectacular fashion. Now Sgrape is on the back foot. Now Mounir has all the momentum in the world that Sgrape had earlier.
the GCN light into the ground pound, catches the recovery down there to seal the deal.
So
what
clean.
is that from Mounir?
So clean.
How?
That was so tasty. So nice. Good move from Mounir.
And it's not even just the offstage. Sgrape is getting completely smoked on stage as well, not getting the SIGs he wanted. Like that N6, for example, on the right side of the stage. He couldn't. First game, I'm sure he would have hit that, but Mounir managed to outspace it, outmaneuver this time. Sgrape getting a nice little read, though side SIG barely doesn't connect. That's some good damage already. Mounir gets the read as well, though. Looking for something off stage here. No connection found. Picks up the battle boots. Looks more comfortable on them. Scythe in hand. What are we gonna find? D-Sig! Could have KO'd, not on Apocalypse though. Cider off the side. Once again, Mounir looking to make it back. He's been so pressured here off the side by Sgrape, but nothing found this time either. Battle boots thrown away, unarmed, off stage. Down here, that might be it. Yep, Mounir knows it. Stock goes to Sgrape.
I'd say Sgrape is playing this Mirage in a very unique way, very creative way to use the kit. I think we're seeing Sgrape pull out some options that we very rarely see, catching the dodge twice in a row. Mounir can only respond with a dare before Sgrape is trying to reposition himself for the next hit. Enlight sends off stage. Can he recover? Ground pound's not enough, but neither is a second recovery will be enough. Turns out Mounir still has quite some extra credit to make it back from, so Sgrape right now in a bit of an advantageous spot. Learned his mistakes from last game. Last game might, genuinely just be a go next for Sgrape, but what if it isn't? What if Mounir is just that much better off stage? But maybe not so much. The sweat feeds can only dare to bring it back closer to stage, and a dare to respond. Sgrape continues the lead.
God, it's amazing how confident Sgrape is to still go off stage, still look for those edge guards, even after what Mounir did to him that last game. That edge guard was absolutely unbelievable from Mounir, but Sgrape doesn't even care. He's just back in it, knows what adjustments he needs to make, knows what he needs to do. But right now, they're just trading damage one for one. There's the read. Oh no, misses the follow-up. That's no cider to be gotten. That's no KO to be found yet. And Sgrape getting damage on here. Oh, they're so hungry for that. Disarmed. No weapon here. Boots on the edge guard. Not gonna get found. Recovery connects. Clash as well. We just cannot find this stock, man. Enlight. He's looking for anything. Anything at this point is gonna KO, but he's just not finding it. Sgrape's so clean with the movement. The recovery, this might be a stock. What are we looking for here? What are we looking to find? Cider, opposite of stage. Looks for another one. No, gonna get it. Finally gets KO'd. But Mounir is so deep in the red.
I am really impressed with Mounir this game, even though there's a decent chance this might be another go next, depending on how well Sgrape is able to play this off stage against these boots. But still, the fact that Mounir is still playing as aggressively as he is, while at such a huge disadvantage at the hands of Sgrape, Mounir really actually, this mentality is insanely impressive. Still never afraid to, hustle with the best of him, and right now he's not really playing too passive. He's not trying to hold on to this stock. Unfortunately, he loses it, but still, you can see so many times during that last stock, Mounir would throw himself on top of Sgrape, run into the fray, put himself into threat ranges while Sgrape was at a good lead, and it didn't even really cost him the game. He played it bold, but also really smart at the same time, and it really just came down to a few interactions where Sgrape just happened to get a few extra hits. You can say that on Scythe, you can say that on recent practice, you can say that on whatever. It's totally understandable if Mounir wants to just call it off as a go next, but right now, Sgrape with a small little lead in the set, but not really too much of a mental win because Mounir is still right on top of you, right behind you. At advantage, disadvantage, even game state, Mounir's aggression is very hard to stop, and it's honestly a little scary to watch sometimes.
Yep, and we're just going straight back in. Demon Island is the map. Edgar's gonna go crazy once again here. Small walls, nothing to hang on to, no way. You can go on another platform, but it's so far away as well. Looking for the dodge read instantly, man. Sgrape just looking for that big string once again to take him off stage at that Edgar. But Mounir punching back, getting a couple of endlights of his own. Gets a nice little free piece, and it's not going to be bad for him. Stage control in his favor. Not giving off the dodge, not letting Sgrape take the advantage in his hands, but just building up the damage slowly, gradually, but with absolute consistency. There's a nice little 2 hit. That's another 2. And that's going to be Sgrape looking for the edge guard. NC doesn't connect. Recovery to punish, but not the KO just yet. Weapon Star in play. GCD's Delight not going to connect. Sgrape off stage. No recovery here. Dodges for weapon toss. And that's an... Oh no! He misses the ground pound! Recovery back, and that's anybody's stock right now. Mounir! No, he didn't! He used his recovery there, so he didn't have it for the offstage. Had to GC something, had to look for something, but the weapon for the first, the stock. Sgrape taking the lead here in surprising fashion. That was so Mounir stock, man. Sgrape stole that from under his nose. Taken right back though. We don't care. Mounir is fine here.
Current moment. No big momentum in the game so far. I guess maybe a little bit of momentum toward Sgrape, but Mounir is putting in a lot of work to try and stop that.
Oh
and a good few combos in, it looks like Mounir is completely stolen the momentum and the intention of the casters here, as a few D-lights is not enough to prevent Sgrape from this.
That might be it.
Yeah! So can the edge guard from last stock. Finally, if it doesn't work, sometimes you can try it again, and it just might work the second time, as the weapon throw burns Sgrape's dodge, and the ground out can seal the deal. One more sidelight to throw him off stage. Sgrape's last stock is already starting to look in risk, and this game 5 is starting to look a lot more likely for a first set of the day, huh, Eva?
Yep, what a back and forth, man. Sgrape takes it cleanly. Mounir answers back, just like game number 2 here. Game number 4, seemingly mirroring it up the right side of the stage, looking for the edge guard once again. Not gonna find it down air. Second one, not connecting. Nice dodge through. The battle boost once again in hand or in feet, if you would like to say that. Sights it connects. Weapon thrown away, but Sgrape doesn't have one of his own either. Making sure to weapon start here. That's the dodge, and that's the stock.
Oh.
What is that? That must have been a missing on the side of Sgrape, no?
That was I was more focused on the fact that was a really good weapon throw from Mounir. You don't really often see that. And also, you did talk a little bit about one of Sgrape's pockets earlier, and I think you might have to check your sources to tell them that they're right. We have Sgrape with a bit of a surprising pick, but still, this could be what he needs to bring it all back home.
Gauntlet mirror match coming, and maybe more so for the battle boots matchup, because the scythe was not working in that at all. Once again, in hand, when you're looking for the offstage combo, Sgrape just going back in, man. He has no resources, and he's just going at him. Why? No less. Not like he's taking any damage yet, but he's just looking for the edge, just looking for that massive plate to get him off. There it is. Gauntlets in hand, battle boots thrown away, looking for the mirror. He's confident he can make him on, but Sgrape is guarding this weapon with his knife, with his all, looking for a fight. Boxing match at hand here. No dodgery to be found anywhere. There it is. 2 hits connecting, but not much more. Offstage engagement potentially here for Mounir. Looking for it. Sgrape just playing so carefully on that wall. No dodge read. Push dodge gets it through. And that's a disarm. That's a weapon throw. Sgrape still has resources here. No capitalization found there from Mounir. Gets it done. Make sure that Sgrape can come back.
Something tells me Mounir has been. Actually, hold on. The NSIG swiping away our attention from Mounir. Sgrape making Modex's scythe put on a decent bit of work. Game's moving a little bit more slow. Sgrape playing a bit less aggressively. You can start to see him really respect the surrounding bubble of Mounir and the potential threat ranges. Another weapon throw was aimed, but Sgrape dodges through it.
That's a dodge.
Recovery just barely lets Sgrape return. A dare does not send him with the side sig, but a nair reverts it. Another dare against the stage. The D-Sig. Mounir waits out the D-Sig, and a weapon throw is going to let Sgrape return to stage, and a recovery is going to let Mounir not return to stage. This game 5 is not going to be a 3-stock, but Mounir is going to have to put in a lot of work to prevent that.
That was one of the longest edge guards I've ever seen. Such presence of mind from Mounir to dodge that D-Sig. Finally gets the KO back, but that's a big stock disadvantage here in game 5. This is it. One of his bracket stock. Looking to make something happen. Sgrape finally gets the dodge read, and he's seemingly going at it again. Gets the ladder, staircase up all the way to the top. Not the side sig though. Side light instead. Looking for the finish off. Mounir though, getting a couple of good hits here. Double down air. This might be big. Yeah, that's Sgrape's stock.
He's so persistent. There's nothing. Yeah, no, there's nothing that you could do to make Mounir say, I should play carefully. No, Mounir is just so persistent.
Oh my god! And he's going at it again!
He knows how to channel his aggression perfectly for every situation. He's still aggressive, even at a deficiency. It's so awesome, it's making me sick.
Stealing the socks, stealing your breath as well, looking for another offstage engagement once again, battle boots in hand. What is he going to get here? Sgrape decides himself, but Mounir is so low, maybe looking for the scythe, looking for the answer again. But Mounir not going to give it to him, weapon denied. Gauntlets in hand. What is going on, man? Sgrape cannot get a weapon. That's an offstage.
So good. Sgrape can't stop the momentum. He had it all in the beginning, but I mean, Scythe isn't the last thing that he needs to try and is Scythe the win condition, because you can see how far Stair sends. He can pick up maybe just 1 or 2 more of those, but you can also see how far Recovery sends,
again!
Another one is going to close out the reverse 3-0, and Mounir starting to set in a really tough spot, but we make it back.